What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I just watched the first 2 minutes and 41 seconds of the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Insider Episode 1 story and gameplay thing. I haven't watched anything more than this 2 minutes and 41 seconds. There are a few things that they've said here because we have to point these things out because I understand that there are expectations everywhere. Someone like me, they don't have to sell this game to me. You know, God willing, I plan on buying this game. Like, I don't intend to not, buy a game that Batman is in. I know many people may have their, preferences or, things that they want to see in a video game, but that's your preference. Mine is very simple. Batman's in a video game, I buy it. Even if I'm not playing the video game, I buy it anyways. I don't play Injustice 2 or Injustice 1, but I own them. That's just very simple. Batman's in the game. Superman's in the game. Wonder Woman's in the game. You're going to see me there, right? If you think about Gotham Knights, Batman's in the game. I'm good. We're there, right? So that's very important. However, the audience that is going to be coming down from the Spider-Man high, possibly a target of this game or partial target, and the audiences that are going to be coming from hardcore, we only want Arkham, we couldn't even deal with Gotham Knights. Those audiences, as Rocksteady is trying to sell this game, they will need to come front and center with exactly what this game is and not try to fool anybody that this game is something that it's not. That's the way that this game is, in my opinion, going to be able to weather the storms. 2023 is a different gaming scene because everyone is going to be going into 2024 February with, the stupor of 2023. It's like you ate a very freaking good lunch, right? And now it's time for you to have dinner. Your mind is going to want to roll over that good lunch experience into dinner. Or even if you had a great dinner in one evening and you're about to have dinner the next evening, your mind will want to roll over that dinner from the previous evening into the next evening. That's how February is going to look like if your game comes out and people are not feeling it because they're rolling in from the dinner that they've had in 2023. Not just the dinner, but the breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, intermittent meals of video games that have dropped in 2023 going into 2024. So let's watch this 2 minutes again, and let me see if I can dissect a few things for you that I've gotten to see so far. Let's roll.
I'm Darius Sadigian, studio director at Rocksteady Studios.
Hey, look at how they did my mans. This is Jason, Robin, Selena, Kyle. I don't know who this is. It's blurred out.
My name is Axel Ribby, and I'm the game director here.
Eyes up, people. Let's go.
At Rocksteady, storytelling and character depth are the core DNA of our games. These are not features, but Rocksteady fundamentals.
We don't doubt that, sir. You're reading a script, and we are down. We who know. I can tell if somebody is a fugazi in regard to the Batman video games. Like when they leave a comment in the comment section, I can spot them from a mile away. When they leave a comment on Twitter, I can tell this one doesn't know what they're talking about. We know. We dig into your Reddit archives. We look through your, old history in Rocksteady, and we know what you guys really are about. The challenge is how you're going to actually convince today's, market that you are bringing these elements with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and not just wanting to grab their pockets. And that's going to be a very, very challenging task. And you better be bringing more than just saying this thing. This is not a feature. These are the fundamentals. We know it's not a feature. You have games to prove it from your library. It's not, you guys. I mean, am I right? Somebody help me out. Yeah. So let's go.
With Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, we wanted to tell a new story. We wanted to expand the Arkhamverse. Coming from Batman, where it was just from his perspective, just from his lens. Now getting to see the world through the villain's eyes was really the hook for us.
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a third-person action shooter that can be played solo or with your friends.
It's a story-driven game that highlights Rocksteady's experience in bringing characters to life. As a Suicide Squad,
it's an third-person action shooter game. Nobody's saying anything about RPG anymore. Remember last time they said it had some RPG elements. So now they want to stick with the shooter. Good. I'm glad you guys are telling us, being very clear. It's a shooter game. Don't Don't sit here and think you're gonna listen to while Batman punches everybody or Harley Quinn beats them up with their bats solely. It's a shooter. So that when you see guns, you don't start to lose your mind. I know the internet, they'll just be like, oh, I can't believe they give Killer King Shark guns. They're telling you now that they're giving them guns. Whether you believe it or not, the guns are in their hands in that game file in their studio, okay? Don't go be freaking out. Just relax, okay? That's what they're saying.
You'll be forced to take on an absolute impossible mission. You must kill the Justice League.
We want the mechanics of the game to really reflect the personalities of the squad.
I'm always first on the trigger.
We want their moves to be flamboyant, exaggerated, chaotic.
Let's make like cheap chewing gum and not stick around.
Now, our 4 members of Task Force X find themselves inside Metropolis. At twice the size of Gotham City in Arkham Knight, it's big, it's loud, it's a battlefield. It's a place built for verticality, mobility, the unique fusion of enhanced traversal, gunplay, and melee weapons, creating a supervillain empowerment that we think is a totally original gameplay experience.
Supervillain empowerment, original gameplay experience. I heard these when I watched them a second ago, and I thought to myself, you know, I'm certain that they want the gameplay experience to, in a sense, they want it to resonate, but it's hard to say that in today's world. And I hope that going onward, they're just clear and they're not trying to say this is something super unique. You know what I mean? This is not the most unique thing. And I would just wish they wouldn't say that, because these these clips are going to be clipped like crazy. See, when Gotham Knights was getting chopped when it was getting, railed on the chopping block, people were clipping what directors and game studio directors said before that game and even ignored some very pertinent details while at it. I was the one who was going back to the Discord, the QAs, to go and point out that, hey, most of these people, they just came in bad faith. So you're going to see some people with big YouTube channels come out here and they're going to try to act like, oh, this is just some game that doesn't meet the quality of this and we're going to have to. So don't give them the ammunition when we all know that this game is coming in with its proposition and we know what that proposition is. They just need to sell it for what it is. This is why NRS just comes in cut and dry. And I would hope that they would do this at Rocksteady.
There was just an opportunity there to expand into co-op and have this dynamic world where friends can come together to
I hope they don't do any exclusive stuff for PlayStation. They just need to just get the game to everybody.
share an experience. Or players can go solo, switching character members between missions while savoring each and every story twist.
Do you feel it? The swell of
I
pride
think the story of this game is going to be solid. I think it's going to have the edginess to it, which is something that I think Rocksteady could pull off. If the writers are really good at comedic timing, they can really accentuate these characters and bring them out very well. That's what I think this game is going to have to offer. It needs to bring its game, man. If they need to reshoot lines, man, I would hope they do that. But it's hard to reshoot cinematic lines easily because they've already been shot. You've already paid for sessions and stuff. So possibly, maybe we'll be seeing DLC. But if they got to get those timings right, that's what's going to make this game flow very well in the initial progression session. That's really what's going to rock.
we have accomplished together.
We want to welcome you all to the first episode of our new series, Suicide Squad Insider.
Hey, I'm there. Look at this, guys. It's Unreal Engine 4, man. That's the viewport. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. Look, let me show you. Where's my Unreal Engine 4? Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at the viewport. It has that gray feel to it. It's pretty nice. It's pretty neat. The way they're actually going ahead and like just showing that stuff, man. I really like that because, they're really telling us that, hey, man, we're putting in some work. We're putting in some serious work in this whole thing. So I'm down for that. I'm down for the fact that they're actually coming in and they're representing. Let me go ahead and play this video.
Where we will provide a deeper
Unreal
look
just
into
randomly
Suicide Squad,
fired
Kill
up.
the Justice League.
It wants to show itself now.
Over the next few months, we'll be unpacking the game, answering your questions, and sharing a few surprises as we move closer to our launch on February 2nd. We'll also cover how Rocksteady will continue to support the game and its players post-launch with a huge amount of free content.
On this episode, you're going to hear from different members of the Rocksteady team as we explore more of the game's story, the world of Metropolis, and the core gameplay experience.
The Suicide Squad. A fitting moniker.
Let's jump into it.
Free content and all of that good stuff. I guess they really came out here to represent, man, because at the end of the day, man, you know, it's something that you really have to pay very close attention to overall. So you could tell they were flexing their Unreal Engine 4 or whatever. And I'm happy that, you know, this is something that they're going to see if they want to push the engine and see what they're trying to do. Me, I want to see the game in a technical light. You know, I would love to see what the game is about and so on and so forth. So for me, this is all fun and games, man. This is what it is. It's a video game. I want to play it. I want to see what it's about. But I'm looking at their messaging and their marketing because, to be honest, there really isn't much that they will be able to show me to sway me one way or the other. And I'm already decided, yes, I'm down for Suicide Squad. Hopefully, you know, getting a copy or two. There are gamers in this house who would play Suicide Squad with me in a heartbeat. I have friends who would jump into this game in a heartbeat, no problem. It's a shooter, we're down. But how are they going to be able to convince the broader audience, which is the superhero games audience, that is more than likely going to be willing to open their wallets for a video game like this? Because the dissection in today's day and age is too powerful in a sense, because Sony has basically decided that, or at least messaged to fans that the standard must be eye candy. If it doesn't look a certain way, if it doesn't taste or feel or smell a certain way, then it's not worth anybody's time. This is basically the message that has actually been, you know, portrayed out there. And, you know, not only is just not something that is being done in one aspect, a lot of people have also kind of floated themselves into this whole paradigm as well. Games media is on the same page. You know, a lot of people are on the same page with stuff like this, that this is how it should be, even though I don't think it is. But that's how you sell games for the most part, especially games at this caliber, the AAA titles. So I guess we're going to see how this all flows. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that, you know, their messaging to me, so far it's okay, but I think it needs to be stronger, especially for a title of this nature. But these are my thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys' time in the audience. And, you know, let me know, what is it, you know, you're feeling about this whole Suicide Squad project. We'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.